Ta-da!
So guys,
philosophy unboxing, huh?
welcome everyone. I am very happy that हम यहाँ पर दोबारा आए हैं for
Yes.
another unboxing. That's amazing. 2 unboxing in a month. This is absolutely amazing.
आई थिंक ये हमारा वो वादा पूरा हो रहा है कि हमने कहा था हर क्वार्टर में एक लॉन्च होगा और आई थिंक उस क्वार्टर में अगर हमने फिलॉसफी कॉन्सेप्ट लॉन्च किया इस बार 2 प्रोडक्ट लेकर आ गए.
Of course, exactly. So yes, this is the secret basically. तो हम 2 प्रोडक्ट्स लॉन्च कर रहे हैं very soon. बट उससे पहले आई वुड लाइक कि ज्यादा से ज्यादा लोग आ सके एंड ज्वाइन कर सके हमें, बिकॉज दिस इज नॉट जस्ट अनबॉक्सिंग द प्रोडक्ट्स, दिस इज ऑल्सो अ वेरी स्पेशल लाइव जिसमें हम बात करेंगे एक बहुत स्पेशल गेस्ट के साथ. सो इट्स वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट यू कॉल योर फ्रेंड्स, यू कॉल योर फैमिली, यू कॉल एवरीवन दैट यू नीड टू, बिकॉज ये डिस्कशन एक बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट डिस्कशन होने वाली है जो आपको यही नहीं बताएगी कि न्यू प्रोडक्ट लॉन्च क्या हो रहा है, बट बहुत इन्फॉर्मेशन भी देगी अराउंड आवर प्रोडक्ट्स.
आई थिंक आप आज के सेशन में 2 एक्सपर्ट्स के साथ मिल रहे हैं. एक तो मैं हूँ ही अपनी तरफ से, ये तो लोकल हो गया, मैं घर से ही हूँ,
Absolutely.
राइट? और आप एक एक्सटर्नल एक्सपर्ट से भी मिलने वाले, तो आई थिंक लॉट ऑफ इन्फॉर्मेशन.
Yes, and I already see a lot many of you joining in. Hello, hi everyone.
एंड कुछ लोग पूछ भी रहे हैं नया है क्या? अरे हाँ,
Yes,
नया ही है.
absolutely नया है. Great for that's amazing. Hi
Okay.
Rubina. Great, we are having some lots of hearts coming in, lots of people messaging
Hi,
in.
Gayatri.
Hi Gayatri. Great. Hello, hi. I think we've got some good number coming in, so that's amazing. So let's start off. And उससे पहले मैं अभी एक holiday से आई हूँ, so I was traveling. And during the travel, तो आपको लगता है that when you're in office और आपकी normal routine होती है, तो आपको पता है कि इस time पे ये है. But when you're traveling and generally जब आप थोड़ा out of your routine जाते हो, you realize that oh my god, you are fit, but तुम उतने भी fit नहीं हो. I mean, you need that excess, you need that extra, push. So, and I'm sure because you have a traveling job, so Yogesh, how do you kind of do it on everyday basis?
जब आपने हॉलिडे का नाम लिया तो मुझे लगा कि मैं तो रोज ही हॉलिडे पे होता हूँ शायद, क्योंकि मेरी कम्युनिटी हर जगह मुझसे कनेक्टेड है और मुझे बड़ा अच्छा फील होता है इनसे मिलके. सो मेरे लिए अगर मैं बात करता हूँ तो एक जगह से दूसरा जगह जो जाने का ट्रेवल वाला टाइम है ना, वो थोड़ा टायरिंग जरूर होता है.
I'm sure, yeah.
और वो क्योंकि वो अर्ली मॉर्निंग या नाइट में होता है, तो कहीं ना कहीं एक चीज जरूर है कि आपकी जो पैटर्न्स हैं लाइफ के, जिसे हम रूटीन कहते हैं, हेल्दी रूटीन, उसको मैनेज करना एक चैलेंजिंग जॉब होता है.
Very true.
सो वो करने के लिए मैं हमेशा कोशिश करता हूँ कि ना सिर्फ अपने जंपिंग जैक्स रेगुलरली कहीं होटल में भी हो तो जरूर करूँ, एक्सरसाइज
Exercising is super
और
important.
कोशिश करता हूँ नींद अपनी पूरी करूँ. कई बार मैं कोशिश करता हूँ, मैं बॉस को भी मैसेज कर देता हूँ कि प्लीज मैं अभी ट्रेवल से आया हूँ, थोड़ा सा मुझे टाइम दे दो, मैं आई विल रीच टू द ऑफिस, बिकॉज स्लीप पैटर्न कंप्लीट करना हमारे लिए बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है, अदरवाइज इम्यून सिस्टम लूज करते चलेंगे.
नहीं, एब्सोल्युटली. और अभी बिकॉज जून है, लॉट ऑफ पीपल छुट्टियां मना के
Right.
आए हैं या जा रहे हैं, सो इट्स वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट कि आप अपना ये रूटीन चाहे वो परसेंटेज में कम हो बट फॉलो जरूर
करो.
बिकॉज स्लीपिंग, हेल्दी ईटिंग, ऑफ कोर्स एक्सरसाइज करना एंड
Right.
टॉकिंग टू पीपल, कम्युनिकेशन इज
टॉकिंग टू पीपल. मैं तो बहुत बात कर लेता हूँ, आप लोगों से मिलता रहता हूँ, बट न्यूट्रिशन के साथ साथ एक बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट चीज होती है जो मैं तो कहूंगा कि एक ब्लेसिंग है हमारे लिए,
ऑफ कोर्स.
कि हम ऐसी इंडस्ट्री के साथ जुड़े हैं जहाँ न्यूट्रिशनल सप्लीमेंट्स की बात होती है.
या
और ना सिर्फ बात होती है बल्कि हम सिखाते भी हैं, और वो जब सिखाते हैं ना तो खुद के लिए तो वो रोज का ही रूटीन हो गया है,
ऑफ कोर्स.
तो हम यूज जरूर करते हैं. एंड दैट्स हाउ वी टेक केयर ऑफ आवर हेल्दी लाइफस्टाइल. इसलिए हम आपको हेल्दी और एनर्जेटिक मिलते हैं, चाहे कल मैं कोलकाता था, चाहे उससे पहले मैं साउथ था, बट आपके बीच में रहने का एक वो जो मजा है ना, वो एंजॉय कर पाते हैं.
Of course, and especially when you go and meet people, आप philosophy के बारे में बात करते हैं, and of course I'm sure आपके बहुत favorite products हैं, so please I think अगर आप mention कर सकते हैं आप वो कौन सा product है जो आप every day you're using in chat, it will be great to know from everyone कि which are your favorite philosophy products and कौन ऐसे लोग हैं जो सारा रूटीन यूज करते हैं, which is the double thumbs up from us.
यस, आप जरूर लिख कर बताइए, बट अगर आप मुझसे पूछेंगे ना कानन, तो मैं आपको एक ही बात कहूंगा कि ये तो ऐसा हो गया कि 5 उंगली में से कौन सी उंगली फेवरेट है.
Exactly.
राइट. बट हाँ, रेगुलर में किस पे हूँ मैं ये जरूर बात कर सकता हूँ. मैं ये जरूर कहूंगा कि न्यूट्री शेक, ओमेगा 3, आई एम वेरी रेगुलर ऑन दैट विद मल्टीविटामिन नाउअडेज. मल्टीविटामिन क्या है कि पूरा सपोर्ट सिस्टम दे देता है मुझे.
It's like a all in one thing.
All in
It's
one
like
thing.
an A to Z to meet your body needs.
एक्चुअली और रही बात एस्टा की, एस्टैक्सिंथिन एंड बेलबेरी एक्सट्रैक्ट, तो तब मुझे जरूर चाहिए होता है जब मुझे लगता है कि मुझे स्किन हेल्थ अपनी स्ट्रांग रखनी है और इम्यून सिस्टम स्ट्रांग रखना है, खासतौर से ये जो सीजन चेंज.
I mean अभी it was literally so hot.
Right.
और एक मतलब within 3-4 days suddenly बारिश start हो गई, and I'm sure monsoon is not just in Delhi where we are staying but all around India में हो गया है. And it's very very important आप अपना immune system solid रखें. For that astaxanthin is like literally the king
Karan,
of antioxidants.
think about us.
Yeah.
आज हम यहाँ हैं जहाँ बहुत गर्मी पड़ रही है, कल हम
कहीं
जहाँ
और होंगे,
हैं
exactly.
जहाँ वेदर बिल्कुल डिफरेंट है.
Absolutely.
तो आई थिंक मैं आपको बहुत बड़ा कंट्रीब्यूशन कहूंगा कि ओवरऑल सप्लीमेंटेशन एंड विद एक्सटेक्सेंथिन एब्सोल्युटली इट इज वेरी पावरफुल फॉर अस, और हमारे लिए ब्लेसिंग है. ऐसा नहीं है कि हम बीमार नहीं पड़ते हैं, बट यस हम बहुत कम होता है क्योंकि हम फॉलो करते हैं हेल्दी लाइफस्टाइल रूटीन में. न्यूट्रिशन, एक्सरसाइज, स्लीप पैटर्न पर ध्यान देना और सोशल कनेक्शन तो आपके साथ है ही बहुत करा.
Absolutely. And you know, इसके साथ ही when I was talking about me feeling lethargic, you know, there are times when I feel very low, and then I actually got myself tested and मुझे actually पता चला कि मेरे बॉडी में iron levels बहुत कम है.
Right.
And then I was just thinking back, you know, I wish मुझे पहले पता होता, मैं कुछ supplementation कर पाती. And the best answer was that we launched it. You know, the best thing is that we actually have this tiny little jar. So this is our first unboxing of the day. This is basically Velocity Iron, and I am so glad that this supplement is now in our kitty, in our Velocity kitty, and this is super important. I mean, हमको लगता है कि आयरन इज वेरी नॉर्मल, ये तो बहुत ही यू नो हमें डाइट से मिल जाता है, या फिर बीइंग वेजिटेरियन तो एक्चुअली ये बहुत ही कम मिलता है.
पुराने नुस्खों में बात करूं तो मेरे को याद है कि मैं जब छोटा था, शायद मेरे फादर क्या करते थे कि हम खाना भी बन रहा है ना घर में, तो वो एक लोहे का पेस्ट लेके खाने के बीच में डाल दिया करते थे कि आयरन लेवल कुछ इम्प्रूव हो जाए. बट वो पुराने नुस्खे छोड़ देते हैं. अब जब बड़े होते हैं तो मैं आपको एक बात जरूर बता दूं कि इन माई वर्किंग प्रोफेशनल लाइफ ये कैल्शियम आयरन के बाद अगर मैं आयरन कॉम्प्लेक्स की खास तौर पे बात करता हूँ तो ये इसने एक ऐसा रोल मेरी लाइफ में प्ले किया है जहाँ मेरी लाइफ सेव हुई. और बहुत सारे ब्रांड पार्टनर्स मेरी स्टोरी जानते हैं जिनके साथ मेरी मुलाकात होती रही है कि आई वाज प्री थैलेसेमिक इन 2011 अक्टूबर. एंड उस समय मुझे किसी ने सजेस्ट किया था, किसी सप्लीमेंट न्यूट्रिशनिस्ट ने, डाइटिशियन ने, कि प्लीज आप कोशिश करो कि 6 मंथ्स तक ऑल्टरनेट डेज पे शॉट्स ऑफ आयरन एंड folic acid लो.
I can imagine because I went to the same thing. So yeah.
So I can relate with the product and now I am so emotional about this product क्योंकि ये प्रोडक्ट एक ऐसा ब्लेसिंग है उन सभी के लिए जो खास तौर से एनेमिक कंडीशन से होकर गुजरते हैं, और स्पेशली फॉर फीमेल्स, बिकॉज फीमेल्स की कंडीशन अगर मैं बात करता हूँ एज ऑफ 14 to 49, ये प्रोडक्ट आपके लिए एक ऐसा ब्लेसिंग है जिसमें कि आई थिंक आप इसको रेगुलर सप्लीमेंटेशन रखो तो एनीमिक कंडीशन से बच सकते हो. हेयर फॉल,
not just anemic conditions, I think because women of course go through this cycle of you know every month, you know, when we are down or when we have our periods,
right.
You know, there's so much loss of blood, तो हमें लगता नहीं है कि you know there's so much nutrients that go away, and iron is the first one that actually goes away. So it's very important कि आप वो maintain करके रखें. And you know, being women of course I'm sure आप बहुत लोग इस बात से you know मानते भी होंगे. एंड इसके साथ ही साथ जैसे आपने बताया,
खासियत बताना
हेयर लॉस इज समथिंग जो लोगों को यू नो, बायोटीन ऑफ कोर्स हेयर के लिए बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है, बट उतना ही इम्पोर्टेंट आयरन है फॉर हेयर लॉस. सो यस, दिस इज एन एब्सोल्युटली ग्रेट सप्लीमेंट. एंड यू नो योगेश, इसके साथ ही साथ इसमें आयरन ही नहीं है, बट इसके अंदर और भी ऐसी चीजें हैं जो आयरन की अब्जॉर्प्शन में हेल्प करती है. बिकॉज अगर आप आयरन ले रहे हैं और बॉडी से आयरन जा रहा है, इट्स नॉट रियली हेल्पिंग योर बॉडी. इट्स वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट ये आयरन अब्जॉर्ब हो इन द बेस्ट वे सो दैट आपकी बॉडी में हीमोग्लोबिन बने और टुवर्ड्स द एंड ऑफ कोर्स ब्लड जनरेशन हो.
मैं इसलिए बताना चाह रहा था कि इसकी खासियत क्या है. इसकी सबसे बड़ी खासियत ये है कि ये आयरन कॉम्प्लेक्स है. कॉम्प्लेक्स आयरन कब बनता है? जब आयरन कॉम्प्लेक्स तब बनता है जब आपके पास ना सिर्फ उसमें आयरन हो बल्कि उसको सपोर्ट करने वाले जो कि उसको एब्जॉर्प्शन में सपोर्ट करने वाले वो न्यूट्रिएंट्स उसके अंदर हो. तो इसके अंदर विटामिन सी भी है, राइट. इसके अंदर आपके साथ बी कॉम्प्लेक्स में आपके विटामिन B6, B9 यानी कि फोलिक एसिड एंड B12 भी है. तो B6, B9, B12 भी मिल गया, विटामिन सी भी मिल गया. आई थिंक बेस्ट है.
एंड जिसको B9 नहीं पता, दैट्स बेसिकली फोलिक एसिड,
व्हिच
इज सुपर इम्पोर्टेंट अगेन. एंड ये इतना इम्पोर्टेंट है इवन फॉर यू नो फीमेल्स हु आर प्रेग्नेंट. ये एक्चुअली इज द नंबर 1 सप्लीमेंट जो एक्चुअली दिया जाता है एट द टाइम ऑफ प्रेगनेंसी.
एक्चुअली, बट हाँ, सप्लीमेंट लेते समय डॉक्टर से कंसल्ट जरूर करना.
वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट. यस.
सो दैट वे
दिस इज आवर हीरो ऑफ द मंथ, एंड मे बी वी कैन क्विकली शो इट टू देम. You know, I'm trying to open it. It's a fresh piece that we just got. Okay.
So let's unbox.
Literally, we're unboxing this. So this is how the capsules look like.
We can hold it, right?
Yeah.
this way, yeah.
So these are actually these tablets. इसमें 60 tablets हैं in this one small cute little bottle, and very easy. आप एक tablet ले सकते हैं in a day. And in case you are shortage of iron, अगर आपकी body में shortage है and you've tested it out, you can take 2 as well. So depending on how your body needs it.
एंड नॉट बिफोर नॉट आफ्टर मील, हमेशा कोशिश करिएगा मील के साथ लेना है, और चाय और कॉफी के साथ नहीं लेना है.
Yes, and very important because coffee absorption again कम कर देती है आयरन की, so it's very important आप कैफीन और चाय अवॉइड करें at the time of consuming this, you know, maybe 2 hours तक at least.
Almost.
So this was about our first unboxing, and so we're not giving you just one product this time. हम एक की नहीं, हम एक्चुअली दो प्रोडक्ट लॉन्चेस कर रहे हैं. एंड अगेन यू नो इट्स समथिंग विच इज सो अमेजिंग कि हम वेलोसिटी में कभी कभी होता था हम साल में कुछ नहीं लॉन्च करते थे, एंड दिस ईयर हैज बीन लाइक अ क्रेजी लॉन्च फॉर वेलोसिटी.
ये खुशी मुझसे पूछो, मुझसे.
एंड एक्चुअली यू नो दिस द सेकंड प्रोडक्ट, maybe a lot of people know what it is, but it'll be good to know from in the comments what do you think this product is. So it'll be nice if you can just you know tell us.
Let me see the comments.
Somebody's actually you know telling us कि ये product है क्या.
अच्छा, कौन सा है दूसरा प्रोडक्ट जो लॉन्च हो रहा है?
Guys, I have one more product in my hand. बताओ, what is this? Okay, I can see some answers coming in.
Okay,
I think right,
yeah.
we have somebody.
So,
we have
Vandana Mishra.
Wow, Vandana, you
So,
got it absolutely right. This is calcium, and again, this is from Velocity. And calcium के साथ साथ इसमें विटामिन D है जो बहुत क्रूशियल है, along with calcium, and इसमें मैग्नीशियम भी है. Again, ये calcium के absorption में बहुत
हेल्प करता है. एंड लेट मी टेल यू, क्योंकि ये कैल्शियम के साथ विटामिन डी भी मिल गया और मैग्नीशियम मिल गया, तो ऐसा मत सोचना. जो लोग टेक्निकल चीजें जानते हैं उन्हें बता दूं, इसमें फास्फोरस की भी इन्वॉल्वमेंट है जो आपके एब्जॉर्प्शन में अच्छी हेल्प करेगी. तो ऑप्टिमल एब्जॉर्प्शन है हमारे कैल्शियम का.
Absolutely.
जो कि एक बड़ा मिथ है मार्केट में कि कैल्शियम रोज खाए नहीं खाए. सो यू डोंट नीड टू वरी अबाउट दैट. हाँ, आप इसको ले सकते हैं, डेली ले सकते हैं, 1 टैबलेट, और आपके लिए अमेजिंग रिजल्ट देने वाला है ये. और बहुत ही इंपॉर्टेंट बात, हमें बचपन में सिखाया जाता था कि अरे मुझे तुम्हें डॉक्टर के पास लेके गए थे, तुम्हारे कुछ बॉडी में स्ट्रेंथ की कमी लग रही है, कैल्शियम के वो छोटे छोटे टैबलेट्स खिलाए जाते थे, च्यूएबल वाले खिलाए जाते थे, राइट. तो वो दिन मुझे याद है और मैं उसको छुप छुप के फेंक दिया करता था.
No, but actually, you know, personally, I used to love them क्योंकि मुझे इतना पसंद था वो खाना. So I used to love जब मम्मा मुझे कैल्शियम देते थे.
Okay.
But definitely, you know, when we were kids, our parents take care of us. They take care of our every small thing. But जब हम बड़े हो जाते हैं ना, तो हम भूल जाते हैं अपना how to take care of ourselves.
यही बात मुझे कहनी थी कि मैं बचपन में उसे फेंक दिया करता था, बट आज के टाइम पे अगर मैं बात करूँ तो कोविड के बाद तो हम लोग खास तौर पे इस बात का बहुत ज्यादा इम्पोर्टेंस समझ चुके हैं कि हेल्दी लाइफस्टाइल कितनी ज्यादा इम्पोर्टेंट है, राइट. और आपकी फैमिली में मनी से भी पहले आपकी हेल्थ बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट होती है. तो अगर उस मनी को एंजॉय करना है तो हेल्थ अच्छी होनी चाहिए. और आई थिंक कैल्शियम आपकी बोन डेंसिटी के लिए, आपके टीथ के लिए, राइट, सबसे बेटर प्रोडक्ट है. और ये कहीं ना कहीं एज अ सप्लीमेंटेशन आपको डाइट के साथ मिल रहा है, तो एब्जॉर्प्शन ऑफ कैल्शियम भी आपकी बढ़ रही है. देखिए, हम नॉर्मली क्या होता है ना, हम खेलते हैं, कूदते हैं, या फिर हम ऑफिस जाते हैं, we lose all that by sweat, by urine,
obviously we don't realize it.
और हम रियलाइज भी नहीं करते कि हमारी बॉडी में क्या कमी हो रही है. एंड आई थिंक कैल्शियम एक ऐसा प्रोडक्ट है जिसके आपको लिमिटेशन रहेगी, आपको उसको मेंटेन करना पड़ेगा. मैं एक लैब का टेस्ट के बारे में बता रहा हूँ. एक छोटी सी, अभी 30 जनवरी को ही रिलीज हुआ है. टाटा 1mg लैब ने एक टेस्ट रिजल्ट शो किया जो कि 2 लाख इंडियंस के ऊपर हुआ. उन्होंने ये बताया कि अराउंड 76% फीमेल्स एंड 79% मेल्स, इन दोनों में ही आयरन की, कैल्शियम की डेफिशिएंसी बहुत ज्यादा है. एंड ना सिर्फ कैल्शियम, विटामिन डी भी.
एंड आई थिंक ये इंडिया में ज्यादा होता है.
इंडिया में ज्यादा होता है.
इंडिया में ज्यादा होता है. इंडिया में पॉपुलेशन में ये ज्यादा होता है. So yes, I mean, I think calcium is super important as well, along with iron. So you know.
अच्छा, मैं आपसे पूछता हूँ ये सवाल. ऐसे मुझे पूछना नहीं चाहिए पर मैं पूछ ले रहा हूँ. अगर मैं कहूँ कि ये दोनों प्रोडक्ट में से आपको पहले कौन सा कंज्यूम करना चाहिए, तो आप क्या कहोगे?
पहले कौन सा कंज्यूम करना चाहिए? I would go for iron.
I would go for calcium.
Okay, I think we both love our supplements and we both love philosophy. But yes, this has been a great unboxing with you, Yogesh.
Thank you so much.
For
Thank
being
you.
with us as
Thank you.
always.
Thank you.
And we will now continue the next part of this unboxing of this live with someone who's coming in very, very special. So thank you.
Bye
so
bye.
much,
Thank
Yogesh.
you. Thank
Bye-bye.
you.
Thank you. Okay guys, so to continue this amazing live session, and I'm sure you guys are very very excited ki ab next what is in the pipeline. We've talked about these great launches already, and थोड़ा सा और इसके बारे में हम जानेंगे because of course हमें लगता है कि प्रोडक्ट है हमारे पास but उसकी नीड उसके बारे में एक्चुअली जानना is very very important, and what's best if it's coming from a source that is actually somebody who is not just a physician but also a nutritionist, and not just any nutritionist. She is an award-winning nutritionist, and she's one of the best influencer name in India. And so let's welcome somebody who's very very special, and we will have her soon with us. Let me see if she has joined already. Let me just connect. Okay, I just need to check it once. Yes, I do see her join and I see her wave as well. Maybe you can send me a request, doctor. That will be great. And also, by the time I am joining, Dr. V, we call her. Her name is Vishakha Shivdasani. By the time I launch her, it will be great if you can write down your questions. In between the live as well, it's great you can post questions क्योंकि हम ये सारे questions लेंगे with the doctor as well. So it'll be super super amazing अगर आप jot down करें अपने questions, हम यहाँ पे लिखेंगे और उसके बाद हम इनके answers देंगे. मैं भी दूंगी and even Dr. V भी देंगे. So it'll be great. ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा questions, it'll be great for you, for your information. So we will take that in the end, definitely. Okay, let me see if it has been joined yet. Okay, keep the hearts coming guys. I'm sure you will love this live session like all other live sessions that we have. Okay, yes, I see her. Okay, let me just check once again. Okay, go. Yes, accepting, go live. Here we are. I think we have her online. Perfect.
Hi.
Okay, let me just adjust the camera a little bit.
Yeah,
So
I think
then
I
I
need
can see
to
you
do that
properly
too.
and everyone as well. Great. Hello, Dr. V.
Hi.
So glad that
Hi.
you joined us. It's so nice to see
My
you.
pleasure.
And how are you? How is
Very
everything
well.
today?
All good. Thank you. Routine
Great.
clinic,
I
and
was,
now I'm here.
yes. All good here as well. I was just letting everyone know, our viewers, that आप एक physician हैं, but इसके साथ ही साथ you're also a nutritionist, which is an absolutely great combination. So please tell us a little bit about that. How this combination kind of struck to you, and how are you kind of taking it forward? So it'll be great for our listeners to know.
Sure, sure. So I'm primarily a physician and I practice as a physician, and I'm not technically a nutritionist. I've done a fellowship in nutrition
Oh,
and I have a special interest. Yeah. So I took a sabbatical and did a fellowship in nutrition, came back.
amazing.
Yeah. And now I amalgamate both medicine and make lots of lifestyle changes. I don't like the word nutrition because that restricts only to food. But when we
Right,
talk
that's
lifestyle, that includes so much more than just food. So
absolutely.
that's what I do.
And we have a similar philosophy when we talk about our products as well, that it's not just about the right kind of nutrition, right kind of diet, but there's so many other things that go along with it, because for a holistic lifestyle, for living in the right way is very important in these times, because we are surrounded by a fast-paced lifestyle. I mean, we love to have junk food, all of that. So it's very important. And what is that one thing that you've that you actually tell people coming to you, or you actually practice your own way, that is kind of like, you know, living a or leading a holistic lifestyle?
I think most people like to use the word diet, and I don't
Mm-hmm.
think it should be used. I think you're looking at it as a lifestyle, because for anything to work needs to be a lifestyle. You need to do it and you need to enjoy it while you're doing it. So it has to be sustainable. So when people talk about zero carbs or keto, I'm like, why do you need to go extreme? It should
Yeah,
never be a deprivation diet. I don't, like I said, it should be everything in moderation, and one should know how to balance. So if you know how to balance things, then you're on the right track, and then it's less likely than not to get disease.
yeah, absolutely. And you know, it's again, we think that these fad diets or what we read on Google is going to be, you know, that we can follow it and it's actually doing wonders to us. But I feel it's a very, like, not so if I am talking about an A thing, it doesn't mean that the second person will also follow that and gain results, right? I think it's a very
Absolutely.
subjective. So,
100%. There's
yeah,
something called bio-individuality, and no
okay.
two people have the same metabolic parameters. No two people have the same microbiome, just the same way we
Okay.
don't have the same thumbprint. So what works for
Yeah,
you will not
absolutely.
work for me, will not, may not necessarily work for my neighbor or my aunt who's giving me advice while walking in the garden. So make
Right.
sure you're taking advice from a relevant, a source that is knows what he or she is saying, and
Yeah,
has not only the medical background, the scientific understanding, and
right.
also has the experience of treating thousands of people, if not hundreds of people, but at least has that. And then understand the pros and cons, see if it suits you. Don't
Okay.
just follow things blindly.
Absolutely. I totally agree with you. We're just having a little comments on maybe talking a little bit in Hindi. So is that okay for you?
Sure,
Can we be
sure.
like a little
Yeah,
English? Okay, absolutely. Amazing.
yeah.
So, yeah, exactly. You know, like I remember when I was a kid, you know, I used to love having milk. मुझे milk बहुत पसंद था. But as I grew older, you know, I cannot have milk the same way. अगर मैं रात को milk ले लेती हूँ, you know, I feel very, very, you know, I don't feel the best, you know, I don't have a healthy sleep. So you're absolutely right. You know, what happens to us maybe 5 years back, it's not the same जो हमें अभी भी होगा. So I guess with time as well, of course, changes, individual changes matters, but it's also that maybe 5 साल पहले जो मुझे routine थी वो मेरी अब शायद नहीं होगी, you know, with time and with age.
Every decade के साथ things change. That's number one.
Okay.
So
Right.
जो 20 में होता था, it's not necessary it's going to happen at 40 and 50.
Of
That's
course.
why metabolic rate भी change होता है, मोटापा भी बाद में आ जाता है, menopause के साथ आता है. All these things happen, right? So you need to look into all of that. Also, when you talk about milk specifically, I personally think कि milk is very good 10-11 साल की उम्र तक. After
Yes,
that,
yes.
adult को जरूरत ही नहीं है दूध की.
Right,
तो
right. Very true.
ठीक है, थोड़ा बहुत इधर उधर चाय में पी लिया, कभी कभार कॉफी
Coffee.
पी लिया, it's okay. But to drink that cup of milk every day, or to have cappuccino सवेरे भी, शाम को भी, पनीर भी
Yeah.
खाना है, ये भी खाना है, it's
No,
like a lot of food, then chances are you may get a gut imbalance. तो वो हो सकता है.
exactly. Yeah. Completely agree with you. And I think when we talk about our gut, it's so important कि हम nutrition के साथ, you know, we're taking the correct supplements where, you know, because supplementation is something जो again I think was not very very talked about. बहुत सालों तक people used to be like कि ये तो medicine है, हम medicine नहीं लेंगे. So what are these you know, talking points about? You think there are these myths now again? Because I know a lot of people are kind of debunking it. बहुत सारे लोग अब supplementation के towards जा रहे हैं. But what is your take on it?
So if you asked me this question a few years ago, मैं
Mm-hmm.
खुद कभी सप्लीमेंट्स नहीं लेती थी, बिकॉज आई यूज्ड टू से कि
Really?
ठीक है,
Okay.
हाँ, क्योंकि खाने मैं बिल्कुल ठीक खा रही हूँ, मैं एक्सरसाइज कर रही हूँ,
Yes,
आई लुक फिट, मेरे
exactly.
ब्लड रिपोर्ट्स ठीक है, व्हाई डू आई नीड इट? But after
Yes.
seeing so many thousands of patients who also live similar lifestyles like me,
Mm-hmm.
काफी के रिपोर्ट में डिफिशिएंसीज फिर भी थे.
Okay.
तो बहुत लोगों के हम लोग बाहर जाते हैं, लेकिन कितना टाइम हम लोग बाहर स्पेंड करते हैं, तो कितना
हाँ,
सनलाइट मिलता है, वी नीड अ
course.
विटामिन डी, राइट? तो फिर सप्लीमेंट करना
Absolutely.
पड़ेगा, because
Right.
if you have low vitamin D, we know that it's so much more beneficial than just bones. So
Yes.
similarly,
Absolutely.
अगर अगर आपका कोई गट का प्रॉब्लम हो, तो आई एम नॉट सेइंग
हम्म,
रेस्ट ऑफ योर लाइफ के लिए, लेकिन अगर आप 2 महीने 3 महीने के लिए प्रोबायोटिक ले लें, प्रीबायोटिक ले लें, so don't think of it as medicine. What are probiotics and prebiotics? They're just food for your bacteria, or
yeah,
they are putting in live bacteria. So
right,
vitamins की जरूरत है, वो थोड़े समय के लिए. Then when
right,
you're okay, you wean off it, so you're not dependent on it. But
exactly,
because our food in today's day and age organic नहीं है, natural नहीं है, chemicals
so
हैं,
many
बहुत
things,
सारे
yeah,
antibiotics हैं, non-veg में,
right,
vegetarian हमें पता नहीं है, हम vegetarians जो है, so, you know, we have to wash the green leafy vegetables, cook them, boil them, vitamin B12 पूरा निकल जाता है. So for those people लेना पड़ता
yeah,
है. For instance, I tell every vegetarian patient of mine कि जिंदगी भर आप B12 ले लीजिए. There's zero harm.
oh
Water
yeah,
soluble है,
that's
100%. I've said this in so many of
amazing
my
because
Instagram
okay,
videos
I
also.
personally also we take B12 and vitamin D, but this is great to know that B12 is something, and I think it is water soluble, so
Yes,
it's not such a problem that it's
yes,
getting stored in your body. I think this is a very relevant information that you should really take care of your B12, which is super important for your body.
yes, of course.
And while we are talking about B12, iron is also something which is super important, within that bracket because iron, I just recently launched it, like in the unboxing we just launched it, and
Oh,
we were just telling everyone iron ki importance kitni hai, especially when it comes to hemoglobin. And it's great that you touched base on B12 because again agar aapka B12 absorb iron hai to it's a great absorption tool. So
yes.
can you shed a little light on that ki kitna important hai iron as an ingredient for both women and men?
For women, I think iron is non-negotiable, really. From
Yeah,
the time you get your period
right,
to the time you menopause, जैसे
right,
हम menarche to menopause कहते हैं. Women are
okay,
losing period, they're losing blood
right,
every month. I'm
yes,
not even talking women को जिसको problem है, fibroids का हुआ, bleeding in clots. I'm not even talking normal women.
normal.
They're bleeding every single month. So every
Hmm.
single month you're dipping it. And if by chance if you're vegetarian, then your B12 is also low. If your
Me,
B12 is low, but then you
yeah,
probably know this firsthand. Yeah. Then you're not
yeah,
going to absorb the iron. And then patients come
yes,
to us feeling a lot of fatigue, getting a lot of
yes,
hair loss, not
oh,
able
right,
to exercise, not able to
right.
sleep. You have insomnia.
Oh,
There's so
really?
many things. Oh, yeah,
Oh,
absolutely. Headaches,
wow, that's
migraines. There's so many
headache,
patients who come to you with migraines, and
right?
you see a whole list of medication. And it's almost, I won't say with certainty, but almost for everybody, I will say, please, आप B12 check करा लो,
Hmm.
vitamin D check करा लो,
Hmm.
take your magnesium and take iron. And you take the cocktail of
Yes.
these, and more often than not, migraine disappear हो जाता है.
Oh,
So,
wow.
most of them
It's
don't even need.
this is like a magic, I think it's like a magic mineral because it's so essential. And you're very right. Of late, people feel कि अच्छा मुझे आज headache हो रहा है. Maybe it's because I didn't sleep well और मेरा hair fall हो रहा है, seasonal होगा. Because but actually the root cause is very simple. It's actually that
Yes,
you're deficient in some mineral or some nutrient जो
yes.
आपकी body की बहुत बड़ी requirement है.
But the other thing I like to tell the audience is, when they are checking, don't check just hemoglobin. Please, आप अपना iron profile करा दो.
Very.
Because your hemoglobin can be absolutely normal, but you can still be
Uh-huh.
really low in ferritin and iron, which means you still need to
Okay.
take that supplement. You need to take the iron. Your body is not assimilating that iron. So hemoglobin is 13 and 14, and patients come so happy when our hemoglobin, बिल्कुल ठीक
It's
है.
perfect.
But ferritin
Okay,
and
right.
iron is so low, and then you ask for symptoms, बहुत hair fall हो रहा है, headache हो रहा है, all that.
Right.
So you know that they need the supplement. So it's
I
important
think
to get both done.
yeah, I think you've touched upon a very crucial point, and just to tell everyone, जैसे Dr. V ने बोला that it's not just about the hemoglobin. Your hemoglobin आपका 14 हो सकता है, maximum बहुत अच्छा level पे हो सकता है, but iron फिर भी कम होगा तो आपको सारी problems आएंगे. I think this is something very important that you shed on, and not everyone knows this. Like I would not know this, or maybe our viewers would not know this. So it's great to know, such things that is so important in our daily life.
If they follow
And
me on Instagram, they'll know all of this.
yes, you can do that as well. So that will be super, and there'll be a lot many tips that you will get, which will
Yes.
help you eventually, with our products as well. So definitely, आप ये कर सकते हैं. And tell me one thing also, doctor. When we talk about women health in particular. Of course, a lot of women have PCOD, and they are going through PCOS as well. And obviously, you are in that field also. So, does iron kind of help in that also? Does these supplements kind of help in that?
Yes, because a lot of
That
people, yeah, in PCOS have irregular periods or they'll have
right.
excessive bleeding. So you need to
Mm-hmm.
regularize their cycle. You need to give them
Right.
B12. You need to give them iron because ultimately in PCOS, you need to balance the hormones. And if you don't
Exactly.
have all the minerals, all the, all of it, if you don't have it
Mm-hmm.
in not only normal, but I would say upper level of normal, the hormones will
Okay.
not get balanced. So I'm a big proponent for everybody with PCOS or insulin resistance or diabetes कि आप सब test करवा लो. You make sure because these are the easiest things to correct. So
Right, right. I know. I mean, if there is a supplement to it and it's readily available, why not? Why not just grab it and take care of your body? Because abhi recently we were again talking about this thing. जब हम बच्चे थे, our mothers, our parents used to take care of us in that perspective. They used to,
yeah,
get us those injections and those monthly visits to the doctor. But when we get older, of course, there's so many other things हम जिसके हम responsible हो जाते हैं. We keep forgetting to take care of ourselves. So बहुत important है
true.
to kind of get into these nitty gritty things in life, definitely.
Will save you
And
from bigger problems later.
absolutely, absolutely. And then, also we've launched, of course, iron. And then इसके साथ ही साथ हमने calcium भी launch करा है as a supplement. And the great thing about this calcium is that it's a mix of vitamin D and magnesium. And you stressed on magnesium level as well.
That's right.
Or again, I would like you to tell everyone कि calcium की need, of course, हमें लगता है कि जब हम बुढ़े हो जाएंगे, when we cross the age of 60, तभी calcium की जरूरत होगी. But I am sure that's not the case because बहुत studies अब ये बता रही हैं that it's actually very very deficiency is very very high in Indian population. So what do you think about people जो calcium लेना चाहते हैं? How should they start off with it?
So with calcium, I would definitely recommend you do a blood calcium level.
Okay.
See if you're deficient. See, it's
Okay.
not like vitamin B, कि ठीक है ले लिया, and
Okay.
अगर you don't need it, you will just excrete it because water soluble है, so you'll pee it off. Calcium is not like that. So
Okay.
if you're not deficient in calcium, it can actually cause you more harm than good because it can go and sit and say the blood
Okay.
vessels of the heart, etc. But like you
Right.
said, a large population in our country, especially, is deficient. तो आप देख लो आपका level क्या है, take that report to the doctor, let the doctor decide. But more importantly, it's also, like you said, you must take it with vitamin D, magnesium के साथ. Even you can also ask the doctor, I mean, the doctor will tell you to also take a vitamin K2 for the absorption. So you need these because then it goes and does the correct job. मतलब it makes the bone stronger. So it's doing the
Okay.
correct job instead of doing the incorrect job then. So you make sure that you've done your estimate. That is very important, and then you need to take it. Now, for osteopenic and osteoporotic women, especially of a certain age, it's very, very important to take the calcium supplement because we see a lot of deficiencies.
Yeah.
For that, you
Yeah.
have to do a DEXA scan, see, and then decide how
Okay.
much the patient needs, whether you need once a day, you might need twice a day, what kind of calcium you require. There are other
Okay.
things that you can take, but it's very important to, again, replenish to make sure your values are good. So you don't get osteopenia and porosis when you grow up, when you grow older.
Right. And tell us, Dr. V, that जब हम like what are the symptoms? Of course, calcium के symptoms जैसे मैंने बोला आपको that when we get older तब we realize oh shit my joints are paining या फिर मुझे बहुत pain हो रही है. इससे पहले what is the corrective measure? I mean, you're saying we should definitely go for this test कि otherwise भी हम एक supplement ले सकते हैं. So how does that work? I mean, and what age is like the best for it?
So I think once you're about 30, you should do a once a year annual test, and that should be
Okay.
enough. And
Okay.
if it shows deficiency, then you take it. If there's no deficiency, then you don't need to take it. But
All right.
typically above the age of 45, 50, most women will require it at least for short bursts of period, of time.
Okay.
So take it 3 months, फिर 3 महीने मत ले लो, वापस 3 महीने ले लो, like that, based on how you feel, what osteopenia या porosis है कि क्या problem है, based on that. So don't wait कि symptoms आ जाएं because by that time you're very depleted. By the time you're feeling very weak and this and that, muscles में pain हो रहे हैं, bones में pain हो रहे हैं, fracture हो गया है. Don't wait till that
Don't
long.
wait till that, of course. Nobody wants to be in that position जब आप
Yes.
actually you are in that problem and then you're finding for a solution. It's better कि आप पहले ही corrective measure ले लो. Absolutely right.
Mm.
I think a lot of people are asking questions. Yes, we will answer your questions, but towards the
How
end,
is it I'm
uh,
not seeing any of the questions? I can't see
okay, you
anything.
know,
No.
we actually have plenty, so
Okay,
maybe
I can't
I
see a
can run
single.
through
Sure,
them with
sure,
you, and
sure.
I can take the product questions, and of course any other questions जो आप पूछना चाहेंगे around all these topics, Dr. V will answer them definitely. So yes, so just sorry to cut our conversation flow, but you know इसके साथ ही साथ definition of calcium is also very very important. You know कभी कभी हमें लगता है ठीक है, there is a bone, just to be a little technical so that everybody also understands, but what exactly is this bone mass and how relevant it is, in the sense it should be what, 50%, it should be 99%, it should be 100%, how is the calculation done exactly?
So you need to do a DEXA scan, and based
Okay,
on
that
age, based on body mass, only then can you do it.
oh,
So basically, you need to see the matrix of the bone. So the
okay,
bone matrix, what it's made up of. So the calcium deposit will tell you how strong that matrix is. That's what we basically estimate,
all
how
right,
dense
all
that
right,
matrix is. But that cannot
okay,
be done looking at somebody standing on a scale. You have to do a
right,
DEXA
right.
scan. That will give you the values.
Okay,
So,
great, we understood that now. All right. And also now, you know, when we talk about these supplements, both of them, we have a lot of people asking us, can we take them together? I mean, you know, is it something that, you know, we should take a break and then do it? How is the general
which two
usage of
supplements?
iron and calcium both together?
So you can't take iron and calcium together. One inhibits the absorption of the other. That being said, you can totally take it in the same day. You just
Okay, you
have to
can
take
take
it
it
in
in the
different
same day. That's
meals. So
okay.
you typically take your iron, the way I prescribe it, you take iron after lunch,
Yeah.
and you make sure you're having it immediately after food so you don't get constipated or lose motions, because iron can sometimes give you GI disturbance. So have it immediately with your food to make sure that GI disturbance does not happen. तो आप खाने के बिल्कुल साथ या बिल्कुल बाद में ले लीजिए, and take it
Right.
with vitamin C if possible for helping
Okay.
the absorption of this thing, and also
Right.
B12. तो या तो खाने में या तो supplement की तरह, whatever it may be, but you take these supplements together. Calcium is best absorbed at night, so you take the calcium supplement at
Okay.
night.
That's great.
And
That's great to know.
especially when you're saying your calcium has magnesium, which as it should have, magnesium is also very good for sleep. So
Oh,
it also helps
perfect.
that. So it's a good
Okay.
supplement to take at night, because then it नींद भी आ जाती है, and then it helps you
A good
also.
thing.
So
Yeah, I think it's doing a dual thing then, you know.
yes,
So great. I
absolutely.
think, yeah, and I think what you touched on iron, because we already have vitamin C and B12 already, and B9 as well in the iron supplement. So आपको अलग से you don't need to take a supplement, but
Very
then
good.
everything is you know there because it's iron complex. That's how we call the product, and of course you know calcium, as you said, perfect अगर हम रात में लें, you know, because magnesium again help करता है on the sleep pattern. So those were some great tips that you mentioned.
Magnesium
And
is very good for stress, very good for sleep. It reduces blood
wow.
pressure. You know, during COVID, when people had borderline blood pressure and had a lot of palpitations, anxiety, मैं उनको magnesium का tablet दे देती instead of
Amazing.
BP
This I
medicine. So
never
it's a
knew.
good combination.
This is again something great. We're getting to know so many things from you, Doctor. I think you know it's great to have these insightful tips that you're sharing. And with that, I would also want to know how is your day like? You know, as a you know person who's very much involved in all these you know things. How do you start your day? Everybody wants to know what you have for you know a breakfast or lunch, and what supplements are you kind of you know taking for yourself as well.
So I begin my day with the protein and fat. So typically my day will be 2 full eggs with the yellow, because I don't fear cholesterol at all. So I begin my day with that. Then I will have my cup of black coffee at the clinic. Every patient of mine knows that I'm always sipping on black coffee. Then I come back, then I come home and I'll eat a regular carb vegetarian home cooked meal. Roti, sabzi, dal, or dal chawal, sabzi, soup. जैसे सब लोग खा लेते हैं. After that, I will take an iron tablet, because my iron tends to go low if I don't take it. So I take it at least for 3 months, then give it a gap, but I will take the iron. So I take iron and vitamin C together. And because my lunch is mostly vegetarian, at some point I will take a multivitamin also, so that I'm getting enough B12 in it. And then for my dinner, I eat my protein and veggies, and I avoid a carb at night as far as possible.
Oh, I think it's quite it's something that we can follow. I mean, I
Of
think
course.
it's great to have
And
a
I
routine
eat
where
fruit, din mein main kha leti hu. I take some nuts and seeds, all of that.
all of that. Great.
And as far as
And
my supplements, as far as my supplements, of course, like you asked, so I take my iron in the day. I make sure my vitamin D is not normal but optimal. So if your range is from 30 to 100, I want my vitamin D at 60, 70, जो मैं patients को भी कह लेती हूँ. So I make sure that my vitamin D is good. So I take a daily dose of vitamin D because 60,000 units is very good to take care of deficiency. But after you finish taking your 60,000, there are lots of studies to show that small dose of vitamin D, to take it every day, is even better. So मैं 1,000 IU का dose ले लेती हूँ. And I also make sure I take an omega-3. I'm a big fan of omega-3, so मैं वो भी ले लेती हूँ.
So one of the hottest actually seller for us in oriflame is omega. So it's I think an absolutely great product to take care of your heart and your health.
Yes, and your brain.
And your brain, exactly. This is super great. I think हम सब Dr. V का routine follow कर सकते हैं. It's a very simple and a very, I would say, apt routine. Because
sustainable.
Mostly, it's doable. Exactly. And most people have this thing. But where do you put in your, when you feel like having something which is out of your routine, maybe like a pizza or, something, I mean, I don't know what to call it, like junk food, but I'm sure we all have these, we want to eat them once in a while. So are you like a person ki nahi, main bilkul junk nahi khaungi, or you like
No, of course मैं खा लेती हूँ. No problem at all. Of course, I eat my pizza also. I just balance. I just said ना everything has to be sustainable. तो मैं balance कर लेती हूँ. अगर मुझे पता है कि मैं रात को जाके बाहर पिज्जा खाना है मुझे, I just will skip my carb for lunch. मैं नहीं खा लूँगी, and I'll have it at night. So I'll swap my lunch and dinner.
Yeah, as easy like that.
Yeah.
Great. Super amazing. Maybe we can go through some questions now because we have quite a bit.
Sure.
So it's gonna take a while.
You'll have to
read
them because I can't see anything.
Yeah, I will read them. So let's go one by one. Okay, the first question is something that always comes up. Weight loss के लिए क्या करें? So this is a big yeah.
I'll give you a very simple answer. Sugar खाना बंद कर लो. So you have to minimize your intake of sugar hugely. और processed food, junk food को बिल्कुल कम कर लो, नहीं के बराबर. और make sure कि adequate protein, बहुत ज़्यादा protein लेने की ज़रूरत नहीं है, but make sure you have adequate protein diet में. And your normal carb, roti, sabzi, then you're fine. Exercise kar lo.
Exercise. That's what I mean. Our motto is the same as well. Nutrition, but with exercising, the right kind of diet, and exactly. Then there is this question on can person suffering from stone issue take calcium supplements?
I'm not a fan. Can precipitate kidney stones. So better unless report में दिखाई दे रहा है कि बहुत ज़रूरी है, osteoporosis है या other metabolic issues है and the patient needs it. Otherwise with kidney stones, because kidney oxalate, calcium oxalate stones are the commonest, तो वो calcium से ज़्यादा हो सकते हैं. So then I would avoid.
Fair enough. That's very true. Then we went through this question, can iron and calcium tablets be taken together? We can maybe repeat it again.
Split it. एक iron सवेरे ले लो lunch के साथ and then have your calcium at night after dinner.
Perfect. Great to know. Then the other question, can I take supplements without consulting with doctor?
Absolutely not. Simple answer. Absolutely not. It's not like you need to go to a doctor on a weekly basis. Go once a year. Show your tests and go once a year. That's it.
I think a profile is completely fine. And I think after COVID, I mean, personally for me, I've been going for these profiles every 6 months. So it's very important you know your body.
Absolutely. Very important.
Yeah. Okay. Then during menopause, which product is useful?
Which product is?
Which supplement is useful? I think the person means the supplement that you can take.
I don't give trade names,
okay.
but I like to give.
Like what kind of supplement?
things with natural estrogens, some
Okay.
vitamin B3, B6. I like to give those.
Okay.
Estrogens really help. Isoflavonoids help. And
Okay.
antioxidants help. So I give all of those.
Okay, great. So guys, you can pump
And
up
then
the.
based on symptoms, some people have hot flashes.
Okay.
So I like to give them something called black cohosh. So
All right.
different things, yeah.
Yeah, I think guys, you can definitely pump up your, astaxanthin. It is filled with antioxidants, so that is something that you can kind of relate what Dr. B is also talking about. Then recommendation for supplements for women of age 30 plus. I think we did cover this as well, but so we can probably move on to the next one. Please share the sources of B12 and calcium in diet. I think this is like a normal diet जो लोग generally खाते हैं, so कहाँ से B12 और calcium आता
और
है?
non-veg sources में calcium में B12 बहुत है. Egg is very rich in B12. Vegetarian sources में green leafy vegetables में काफी होते हैं, लेकिन because we wash it and because we boil or we cook it, that B12 gets destroyed. That's why vegetarians को जरूरत होती है. But otherwise, it's all in the protein-rich foods. So if you focus on that, उसमें B12 आ जाता है. And what is the other thing you asked me? Calcium.
Yes.
Calcium, milk products, if you really have to have them. Otherwise, tofu में, nuts, seeds में, protein sources में, all of them have calcium.
Okay, great. Will I become fat after taking supplements?
This is such a myth. I'm so happy whoever has asked this question has asked it.
Good question, guys.
No, this is an absolute myth. Kuch nahi hone wala, no supplement. If anything, there are supplements, don't ask me which ones, but there are supplements that can actually help you drop weight.
Oh, yes, yeah, but guys, again, nutrition is the key, so definitely that. But I think this is definitely a myth because I've also been hearing a lot many people telling कि नहीं इससे weight gain हो जाएगा, हम नहीं लेना चाहते supplement, हम protein powders नहीं लेना चाहते. But again, it a lot depends on the lifestyle also that you're kind of following. Okay, then can you take multiple tablets every day? This also we covered. Yes, you can take, but make sure there is a gap between especially calcium and iron. Which tests are recommended? I think this also we covered. आपने बहुत you explained it very nicely. Then कितने time तक supplements लेना चाहिए? So generally, should we break it up? Like you also mentioned, जब आपकी routine में you take iron, तो आप break up करते हैं. So what is the general like rule? Okay, so
I normally I tell my patients 3 months and then we give it a break for a bit. But if it's vitamin D3 जो report में estimate हो जाता है, then your requirement, your level might be different from mine, and उस हिसाब से then we give it, whether it's taken for 8 weeks or 12 weeks or 4 weeks. That's based on your blood level.
All right, great. Then we have can thyroid patient take calcium and vitamin D?
Good question. They can if again, everything's based on your blood report. If your blood report warrants it, you can. But what really helps, and vitamin D is very, very important specifically for thyroid health, so that you must take. And also what helps thyroid health in terms of supplements is selenium. So I like to give that. Okay,
great. I think there's some great questions coming in from everyone. Guide on intermittent fasting. Okay, that's an interesting question.
I've done about 20 videos on it. Please go and watch them. I can't say it in 5 minutes.
I know. This is a very lengthy topic, and again, guys, it's very important that you're eating healthy. So super and fasting is not something that is everyone's cup of tea. So do keep that in mind. Then I think probably we'll take the last question. It's about supplementation for hair fall. Again, I think we did talk about iron. That is super important hair fall today.
And protein.
Else that one should take care?
What is your hair made up of? Your hair is made up of iron. It's made up of biotin, protein. So you need to make sure you're having enough protein. People who are deficient in protein will get hair fall almost always. So आप देख लो कि आपके खाने में naturally ज़्यादा protein हो, and if you're deficient, then you can take protein through supplements also if required.
Yeah, perfect, great. Wow, and I think we have a last question. Maybe I'll take that up because it's about the product. So it's the price and where to buy. Of course, you can go on to our website, oriflame.com, and you can just find these products there. And then, of course, we will guide you through how you can purchase it. So it's as simple as that. So easy peasy. And yes, that brings us to the end of this questions round. And again, I would want to kind of, emphasize on something which is very, very close to us. So our brand name is Philosophy. And whoever comes in, we always tell them to share their own philosophy. So philosophy is basically nothing but your wellness philosophy. So it will be great, Dr. V, if you can share that philosophy with all of us so that we can also kind of, amend on it as well.
I think invest in your health. If there's one thing we have learned after COVID is everything in life is secondary. So do what it takes to invest in your health. I like to believe in preventive medicine. So don't land up with a disease to your doctor. Isse acha, you take care of your health, whether it's through food, supplements, exercise, everything. Do all of it, but make sure you're healthy. So you're reducing your chances of illness and then take it from there. I mean, because then even if there is a problem, those are very small problems and not major issues. So focus on preventive medicine, focus on staying healthy. I think that is a big shift we have seen after COVID also, that people used to wait to go to the doctors when they were unwell, and now I'm saying that, I want to stay healthy. How do I do that? Can you help us do that? And I think that is fantastic.
Yes, amazing. I think investing in your health, that is what Dr. V is telling us. This was a great, great session, Doctor. Thank you so much. I think हमने इतनी सारी चीज़ों के बारे में बात करा. We've got to know about so many things, about different kind of information. So it's super, super great to have you here. And thanks again. It's been super,
Thank you for having me.
Yeah.
And all
Thank
the
you
best.
so much. And please have a nice day ahead.
Thank you.
And again, big thanks from all of you.
My pleasure. Thank you. Stay well. Bye. Bye.
Okay, thank you guys for tuning in and for being with us for this session and giving so many questions and so much love, and I see so many messages. So it's super, super great. And of course, if you are liking these sessions, हम और sessions भी लेकर आएंगे आपके लिए, because by the end of it, we want you to know about our products, the way we do and the way we love. So thank you so much for tuning in. We'll meet you very, very soon. So bye from